This property management video is designed to help landlords like you, based on best practice, find new tenants more quickly, get higher rents and get a better yield or return on your property. In this one, we're going to be looking more at the financial aspects of property letting. First, you want to make sure that there are references and credit checks in place for each tenant that you're going to be handing over the keys to. So you can avoid yourself all sorts of future headaches by doing some credit referencing checks on your new tenants and making sure that if they've rented property elsewhere, you're in touch with their former landlords to make sure they pay their rent on time and they don't mess up your property. So it's not an expensive process, could save you all sorts of future headaches, so make sure you do it. One final word on this is if you're letting the property to students in particular, always make sure that you'll sign up a guarantor, because obviously students don't have any income of their own, so make sure there's a parent or a guardian that will actually sign to guarantee payment of the rent in case they can't make it themselves. Next on your financial checklist is the deposit or the bond from the tenant. You need to make sure that the tenant has paid a deposit into your bank account before you hand over the keys. This is usually going to be 1 month's rent and will protect you against any damage to the property or any payments that don't get made by the tenant during the normal course of their occupation. You also need to take a month's rent in advance, so that'll help you with your cash flow. And the best way to do this is to get the tenant to set up a standing order or a direct debit. Don't wait for checks because they always arrive late. So this is a first foundation of good cash flow, so keep right on top of it. Bank accounts for property management. If you're a landlord with just 1 or 2 properties, it does pay to have a separate bank account for your rental income. This makes it easier for you to pay for repairs or other unexpected bills from a deposit of cash that you've actually got in that account, and it also makes it easy for you to keep an eye on your profits. More importantly, it makes it easier for you or your accountant to do your tax return, maybe help you save some money in the process, and certainly avoid the prospect of an unexpected tax bill. Receiving rental payments. Obviously, you're going to receive your rental payments monthly in advance from the tenant. Bear in mind, you're a landlord, you're in business, and cash is king. Sometimes you might find those rental payments don't actually appear on time. If they don't, make sure you chase them as quickly as possible. Don't leave it too late, because then you're into a dispute and the costs of legal chasing up in order to recover that money. Finally, if you use a property management company to collect the rent, make sure they pay it over to you within a few days. Many of them will attempt to hold on to your cash until the end of the month, and would rather have it in your bank account than theirs. This property management video is based on the personal experience of Phil White as a successful landlord and as founder of News Car Lettings and Property Management. We hope you found it useful. For more top tips on property management, go now to www.newscar.co.uk.